Hey, you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you guys are having a really good evening. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back as always. You guys, I am really flustered at something that I just saw on television. You guys could probably check it out if you have HBO Max. There's a show called Deadly Influencers, and you might want to check it out. I'm not gonna go any further, and it's the very last episode, and it just dealt with spirituality and someone's unfortunate experiences. But I just wanted to say this before it's just this one thing that I just want to tell everyone. If you are someone who is practicing spirituality, or if you are, you feel that spirituality is something that is more you, let me say this. If there's anyone, in you that you meet someone and they are talking about performing, rituals, we'll say this, dark rituals, because, I understand that there are people who have spells and things that you can do. And I get there's a thing called white magic and there's a thing called black magic, okay? And if you want to, me, myself, I kind of steer away from that type of thing. I don't even know how to say it to where, there's something I want to say and then it's not. I guess I'll just say this, it's not my thing. Performing rituals and spells is not necessarily my thing. I get it. There are some that you can perform for yourself. If you want to practice any kind of spells or rituals and it only applies to benefiting your life, okay, then that's fine. But let me say this, like to a degree, and this is why I'm going to say this, because if this person that I saw was practicing dark magic, okay? And she's applying dark magic to spirituality. And I'm going to tell you this, the spirituality is about walking in the light, okay? That is the main thing. It's about walking in the light, all right? If anyone is talking to you or trying to tell you and convincing you that spirituality involves dark magic, the key word here is dark. If you hear anything about someone saying we're going to perform rituals to cast spells on people to stop them from doing this to you or that to you, that you're going in a very scary direction. All right, and I'm going to advise you against that. Because what I want to say this, when it comes to spirituality, the only thing you should be concerning yourself, spirituality is about a walk with the light, with your guides, with your angels. And that has absolutely nothing to do with creating rituals and spells to harm another person, to prevent someone else's, to impede on someone else's free will choices. Do you see what I mean? It's dark all day long, okay? And you need to know that. If you hear anything like that, just run, okay? Run. This is a red flag all day long, all right? All the time I have been spiritual. When I started my spiritual walk, not once did I ever think about, casting a spell. And I've had a lot of people come against me. And not once has it ever occurred to me to do any kind of spell or ritual against another person. I don't care what they're trying to do to me. Okay? It is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Okay, you're now trying to force something to happen that shouldn't even be occurring, that shouldn't be happening. Okay, if you believe in the Most High, if you believe in your guides, if you believe in your angels, you need to trust that they will work things out. Karma is a thing. Lord Karma is real. Okay, trust that. If someone is coming against you, trust that your guides and your angels and and our Father are the all powerful being, energy, entity that resides over all of us, sees what's happening and will handle it. Okay, all you need to do, this is where having faith and trust in your spiritual walk, trust in God, trust in your guides, trust in your angels. Okay, yeah, somebody might be doing something against you. I understand that, but trust. They see what's happening. They see what other people are doing to you. They see that. And trust and believe. If you believe in the Father, then you will trust and believe that He's got you covered, that they've got you covered. Okay? And that, wrong will eventually befall these people. Because why? They're tapping into the dark. They're dealing with the dark. Okay, and your whole purpose and your whole being for walking in the light, for having an awakening, is because you are being called to be someone of the light, a light being, a light bearer, someone who is guiding others into the light, walking in the light. Okay, it's insane. It's blowing my mind. That blew my mind. And I'm telling you all, do not, if anyone wants to try to tell you they have to start a coven and we're going to, practice magic and spells and casting and all of that, that's a red flag all day. That's a red flag. Okay? That's not the light. That ain't got nothing to do with the light. Okay, and I want to make that understood, because I know there are people now who are probably watching that show who are saying, see, that's what happens in spirituality. That's what they do. No, it's not. It's not. This person had, unfortunately had some things going and and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, it is my hope and my prayer that people learn from what happened. Okay, because no. All right, if you want to, I understand. I understand that there's white magic, and then those are the things that would only be if you're going to do a ritual for abundance. You know what I mean? Something that's going to benefit you. A ritual for God. Guiding blessings your way, or more abundance, or more this and more that, and you can do that. Or you can just do like most of us who are walking in the light. Just trust in your guides, trust in your angels. Pose your questions to spirit and then let them do what they're going to do. If you do that, there won't even be a need to do a ritual for those things. You don't think that your guides and your angels and the Most High has your highest well-being in mind? Trust. There's no need to even do those things. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. And I'm not going to shoot anybody down who has those things. I know that there are people who have spells and things that you can purchase, and that's fine as long as it's in the light and if that's what you want to do. But I'm telling you, it's been my experience and walking my path that it's not even necessary. It's not necessary. If you are walking in a knowing, that's the difference. If you are walking in faith, then you're saying, well, I'm going to influence the universe, and it's going to bring me this and that and the third and that, that's fine, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But like I said, there's a difference between, oh, I have faith that there's this thing and I'm going to manipulate and help bring about, or you can trust and know. This is where knowing comes in. The Most High is knowledge. You want to know. Walking a spiritual path involves knowing. And when you know that your guides are there, when you know that your angels are there, when you know that your spiritual family on the other side sees you, I told you they have a higher perspective on your life. They know what's going to happen before you do. And that works to your advantage. That works to your advantage. No spell needed, okay? When your guides and your angels know where you're going and can guide you and trust that they're going to put you in the right situations, in the right places, and the right time to be everything you came here to do and be and experience, there's no need for rituals. There's no need for spells. There's no need for any of that. And it damn sure ain't no need for you to try to create a spell to harm another human being. That is dark all day long. And that, I want to say, is the dark trying to manipulate you. I almost want to say creeping in. This is the dark creeping in. You know what I mean? They're not really spiritual. They're not all in. Not really. Not when I could come in and convince them to manipulate and cause harm and project energy, negative energy, dark energy towards another soul. That's not how this goes. Real spirituality is a knowing and an understanding and a trust and it's a walk. It's walking in the light, trusting and knowing that they got your back all day. All day. No need for negativity. No need for, coming at them. Because, like I said, karma's a thing. People can come at you all day long. But if you trust and believe that your spiritual family got you, then there's no need. You just keep walking in the light. You keep listening. You keep following. You keep doing what, you're being guided and called to do. Okay, there's no need for rituals. There's no need for spells. And it damn sure ain't no need for any of that to cause harm against another person, to even try to direct energy, negative, dark energy at another human being. You are asking for trouble. You are asking for trouble. You're begging for trouble. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen when you try to direct negative energy at someone, knowing that what you put out, you will get back? What do you think is going to happen? You see what I'm saying? Like, don't do it. Don't do it. If someone tries to create covens and the whole nine and it's directed at anything negative, that's a red flag, and you are to just walk away. Walk away. Because your spiritual walk should only be about the light. You're walking in the light. You are walking with a knowing that there is something greater than yourself guiding you and walking with you as you walk this earth, as you do make your moves, as you do, okay? And periodically, if you kind of reach a crossroads and should I go this way or this way, then have a conversation. What do you guys think? Allow them to put that energy and that feeling in you. What would happen? What would be the outcome if I go that way? Do you feel sick inside? Do you feel nauseous? Do you feel like I don't know. I don't think that. I just don't think. Everything in me, it just doesn't feel good. It feels like this, then that's your knowing. Okay, go this way. Okay, whew, thank you. And then follow suit. You see what I'm saying? Like, just trust, you guys. Don't. If you truly have that knowing and that understanding in your that you have experienced something, you have been awakened in some way, you are being guided, you're being pulled in a direction that feels good, that feels light, that feels, good, then trust that. That is what you are to do. Okay? There's no need for spells. You don't need to do an abundance spell. That's just my opinion. And I know there are people out there and they have it, and if you want to do it, do it. It's white magic, and as long as it's for you, I suppose you can do that. But it's been my experience that trusting, trust. They got your back. They see you. They know your struggles, and they got you. This walk is happening for a reason. I'm telling you, you'll know. If you truly are awakened, if you want to walk a spiritual path, it's about walking in the light. It's about walking in the light. It's about doing right, walking in the light. It's about all things good. And I'm not saying, you have to be perfect. I know there's going to be that whole BS. Oh, they think they're perfect and this and the other thing. It's not about that. It's just, like I said, it's just when you have that knowing, when you have that understanding that the other side has your back, when you've experienced it, it just goes without saying. It goes without saying. It's just something that just is. It's not about trying to be perfect. It's just something that just is. And you follow it. I'm going to leave this here. I told you this is going to be a short one. What is it? 16 minutes. Is that right? 16? Oh, yep. But yes, my darlings, don't. Don't. Spirituality is about a walk in the light, trust and knowing and having a full understanding that there is something greater than yourself and has got your back and is watching you and is protecting you and is guiding you. That is what spirituality is about. Okay? It's not about following the most popular person and they're telling, I just don't want to sound negative. I'm not trying to be negative, but honey, real spirituality is a knowing and an understanding. It's a knowing. When you know, this is the difference. People are treating spirituality like it's a game. And it's not a game. It's very serious, very real, and it's very beautiful. It is. You just have to trust. You have to trust. Like I said, if you've had the awakening, then you know. Otherwise, you guys are 9 times out of 10 playing at spirituality. You're playing because you're being told, oh, this is what spirituality is about. And there's a difference between astrology and spirituality. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying that there aren't tools of the divine. I get the tarot, and I was going to give you guys a reading today, but it was too close to home, and I was like, no, we're not going to do that. Not going to do that. So, but, and I sat back and it was crazy. I patiently waited all day. I kept saying, I wanted to say something to you guys today, and I just didn't know what it was. And then here it came, the message, and I said, okay, there it is. Thank you. So yeah, you guys, I feel like a lot of people are playing at spirituality, and it's not a game. It's not fun. It's not a toy. It's not cool. It's real. It's real. It's real. Like I said, when you have the knowing, when you have the knowing. Nothing can steer you from this knowing. Nothing. Okay? Like I said, I've had so many people come at me. The easiest thing in the world would have been for me to say, well, I'm going to do spells and I'm going to cause rituals and I'm going to. No, because now you're dabbling in the dark. And this is why I keep telling you, a lot of people are playing. They're playing at spirituality. And this isn't something that you play with. You know, because in those people, those people that I saw on television in that series, those people are playing, but they ended up, because they think they're doing something that is of the light and spiritual, but you're not. Because once you start dabbling in the dark and witchcraft and all those things, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Don't do that. Do not do that. Okay? Don't. Now you're dabbling in the dark. And spirituality has nothing to do with the dark. Nothing. Okay? It's about walking in the light. You are aware of the dark, but you're not of the dark. You're of the light. There's a difference. Okay? Know that. Know that. No more playing. No playing. If you're going to be spiritual, don't play and being spiritual. It's just like I said. It's just like I said. If you've had the awakening, or even if you just want to know more, then it's a knowing. It's I want to start having conversations with the other side. How do you do that? Just start talking. Just start talking. You don't even have, if you feel like people are going to say you're crazy for talking out loud, then just think. Just say it inwardly. You know, you could talk with your guides or your angels inwardly. And then just watch things happen. And then as they happen, the knowing then takes place. Okay. I posed the question to the universe. They answered the question. They showed me they're there. Now, armed with that knowledge, I'm good to go. Now, what else y'all want me to know? What do you want me to do? I want to know more. Tell me about this. Show me that. And let it happen. Let it happen. That is spirituality. That is walking in the light. Okay? Oh. All right. I'm gonna go. I hope you guys like the message. You know, if you did, whatever. This ain't even about hitting like buttons and all that. Ain't nobody doing that shit anyway, right? They ain't doing it anyway, right? But they listen and they hear and whatever. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You know? I'm gonna go. Okay? Replay the message if you need to, because literally, like I say it again and again and again, it's about walking in the light. It's about walking in the light. No more casting spells. No playing. If you are genuine, if you are serious, start talking. Let them show you they're there, and then just go from there. That's all you need to do. No rituals, no curses, no nothing. Nothing. And if somebody's coming against you, they see that, they know that, trust that. You know, trust in karma. Things, trust. Okay? All right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I will see you next time on the next video. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon, evening. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.